What sold this week? Stay tuned and find out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello everyone, it's Sepi from Resell. Thank you so much for joining me. It really does mean a lot to me as I work on building my positive reseller community. And if you are a reseller bestie, hey, welcome back. It means the world to me that you continue to show up and watch my videos and comment and like and do all the things. So I really do appreciate that. And if you are not yet subscribed and you like reseller content, consider subscribing. And whether you're subscribed or not, consider leaving a comment, giving me a thumbs up, sharing this video on your social media. Those are all ways that you can help me grow my channel, and it is free 99 for you to do any of those things. So thank you so much. And today's video is a what sold, where I go over what sold for the week. So I can kind of guesstimate how long it's been listed, just based on my general memory. But I do not pull my inventory anymore. My husband does that, so it is hard for me. I guess I could go back to the spreadsheet and look, but I didn't. I didn't. I don't want to do that. But if that's information you really want to know, leave that in the comments and I will include it in next week's video. But I will share with you, and I have a pretty good memory, so unless it's like a really old or common piece, I probably can give you a rough estimate. But I will share with you how much, where it sold and how much I got for it, and any discounts that I gave. So we will start off with Saturday, July 16th, and I had 4 sales and they were on 4 different platforms. So here we go. The first is this Banana Republic 100% linen suit. It is a size 4. So I got the whole suit at $1 a day at a Goodwill. So I was ecstatic to get a $21 offer, and after $4.20, I was left with $16.80. Next was a Macari sale, these Clark's Peep toe wedges. They sold for $24, and after the $3.40 in fees, I was left with $20.60. Then on eBay, I had an eBay sale, and I've been working really hard on eBay, so hopefully you will see more sales on eBay in the coming weeks. But this Reebok men's t-shirt sold for $10, and after the $1.80 in fees, I was left with $8.20, and I estimate eBay fees at 18%. Next on Kitizen is this Merona denim jacket. It sold for $23, and after the 25 cents in fees, I was left with $3, I'm sorry, let me back up. I'm not going to edit that out. I'm just going to back up. It sold for $23.25. After the $3.29 in fees, I was left with $19.96. So I'm not sure where I got the Reebok men's t-shirt. It might have been one of my dad's, but it just doesn't look like something he would wear. But the Merona denim jacket I did get from the bins, and that's been listed for about like 3 months, maybe 2 months, like the start of summer. Those 4 items brought Saturday's total to $65.56. And on Saturdays, I don't send out any offers to likers, but I do have a automatic on Posture or on List Perfectly. I use the offer to watcher, and it's set at 25%. So if someone offer to liker. So if someone likes an item on Poshmark, they'll get 5 minutes after they like the item, they'll get an offer for 25% off plus discounted shipping. So I usually don't have it that high, but since I don't send out any other offers on Saturday, and I don't think any of these were purchased that way because I don't have any discounted shipping this day. I mentioned in my last video, yesterday's video, and I'll link it up above, that I am considering eliminating 4 of the platforms I'm on, and one of those is Kitizen. And one of the reasons I'm considering eliminating Kitizen is that I just don't get a lot of love over there. So that's why I'm like, I have to look at where my time is spent. And Kitizen is a platform that you have to share on. And with Whatnot into the picture and me wanting to be more active on YouTube and social media, and just more active in the reseller community, I don't have time to share. That's just not something I want to do. So I'm considering eliminating Kitizen. So let me know in the comments what you think. We do have List Perfectly, and my husband does like cross list all the items. I draft the listings, but he cross list all the items to all the platforms and List Perfectly. And his thinking is like, why eliminate it? It takes me half a second to create a listing on List Perfectly. So we haven't. I'm considering it. It's still on the table. We'll see moving forward. Moving on to Sunday, July 17th. The first thing to sell was this Max Studio dress size large, and this is a recent pickup within the last month. I did get it at a local Goodwill on a dollar day. It sold for $30. Don't sleep on those dollar days. If you have dollar days in your area, I recommend that you build at least like an hour on that day to go just see what you can find, if not more. I like to spend a couple of hours, go to a couple of Goodwills, but sometimes my schedule doesn't allow. But it sold for $30 on Poshmark. After the $6 in fees, I was left with $24. Next is another Poshmark order were these Naturalizer Beige Peep Toe Pumps size 4. This was another recent pickup about 2 weeks ago. I picked these up at a local consignment shop. They sold for $20, and after the $4 in fees, I was left with $16. Next on Poshmark, I sold these IKEA Hija curtains. So these were some curtains that I bought for our old house. So if you've been following me, you know that I've been in 3 different houses in the past year. So our old house, our house that we owned, we sold. And when I was putting it on the market, some of our blinds were like rickety rackety. And so I took the blinds down, but I needed to have some curtains up. So I put these up. I bought several sets, and this is when IKEA was going through their supply chain shortage. So I just bought all these like gray shears, like because it kind of fit our color scheme all the way through the common areas of the house. Well, long story short, I bought too many, and so I've been selling them off on Poshmark, and this was the last one to sell. So it sold for $9, which I think they were like maybe 12. I don't know. So I kind of almost got my money back. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $6.05. Next on Poshmark was this White House Black Market jumpsuit that I picked up at the bins earlier this spring. It sold for $15. I took an offer, and after the $3 in fees, I was left with $12, which is awesome because I got it out of the bins and and it was a size 00, which was, I know people are like, I move all sizes. I move all sizes too, but my extremes, my really, really small and my really, really large take a little longer to sell. Not that I won't pick them up. The only exception I would say is women's shoes. Larger women's shoes tend to sell really quickly for me. I'm drinking my water with my Dasani drops. Oh no, this is Crystal Light. So yeah, I have COVID. This is my last day, and then I get to test to see if I'm still positive. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good, and I'm enjoying my isolation. I'm like, man, how can I get 5 more days of this? But yeah, getting a lot of stuff listed, making some videos, like making me stay still out of the thrift shop and at home. So I'm glad I didn't get super sick. I have had high blood sugars and a little bit of fatigue, but I think back to 2 years ago when I was so like petrified of getting COVID, and it was a completely situation before there were vaccines. And I am on the antiviral. I am a type 2 diabetic, so I was a candidate for that, but I think anybody can get it now. But other than my blood sugars being really, really high, and just being tired, I haven't had any fever or like I coughed like twice last night, which just could have been that my spice, I put too much spice on my chicken last night. But I'm feeling good. And those of you who've reached out on Instagram, because I've talked a little bit about it on Instagram, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I am doing well. Little fatigue, high blood sugars, but I'm having a good time isolating. And since nobody's home, I'm out in the dining room. But fortunately, we are very blessed. Our house is big enough that I can be in our basement, and or on a different level, and not bother anybody or contaminate my kids. The hardest thing, and I was thinking this morning, the hardest thing of this whole process for me I have not had a hug from either of my kids in the past 5 days. And that is like heartbreaking to me, because I literally hug and kiss on them every time they walk by me. But even though they're in the house, I've kept my distance. Now my husband, he has still hugged and kissed on me. So if he gets COVID, that's on him. I'm irresistible. I don't know what else to say. But moving on, was this, you guys are probably checked out. I'm so sorry. I'll stay focused. This is the Nego extra large maxi dress, which this was donated to me by my mother-in-law. She gave me a bunch of clothes, like 4 or 5 bags of really nice clothes at the start of the spring. And so we got them all listed. It's a Amazon brand, but it sold for $15. It was new with tags. After the $3 in fees, we made $12. Next on Poshmark were these Teva Wedge sandals. These were my sandals that I wore last summer on our cruise that hurt my feet, but I feel like I tried to walk I was trying to be too cute. We were going to the beach. They're not that kind of sandal, and they were a little bit big for me, so my foot was sliding a little bit, and I hate that. But they sold for $11. I took an offer, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $8.05. This two-piece pajama set, it sold for $16 after the $3.20 in fees and the $1.72 shipping discount. I made $11.08, bringing Monday's total to $89.18. Monday, July 18th, we had a lot of little sales, but little things add up. We had $116.29 day. So I kind of think of it as like it would have been, if I would have been on Whatnot, it would have been a Whatnot day. But Poshmark, were they all on Poshmark? No, there was a hodgepodge, so I'll go through them. First, on Poshmark were these Fabletic leggings. They sold for $12 after the $2.95 fee, the $1.72 shipping discount. I made $7.33. I do pick up Fabletics leggings from the bins. I see them there quite often. I don't take the time at the bins to research which ones go for more and which ones go for less, because I've been able to sell most of them for $10 more. So next was this Polo by Ralph Lauren extra large shirt. It sold for $10 after the $2.95 fees. I was left with $7.05. I did pick that up at the bins as well. Next on Poshmark, I sold these Hurley men's swim trunks, also another bins pickup, size 34. They sold for $11 after the $2.95 in fees. I was left with $8.05, and I picked those up. It was still cold outside, but I knew that somebody would want some swim trunks eventually. Next up was Poshmark was the Sundance shimmer blouse, which I picked this back up in the spring, and after I picked it up because I thought it was cute, and then I got it home and I did comps and I realized that it probably wasn't going to go for much. So I eventually was able to sell it. It sold for $6, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $305. I think I paid $2 for it to start. So when I look at cost of goods, I just kind of look at my whole average of cost of goods throughout everything in my closet, and it's right like at 98 cents because I do get so much free inventory that it pulls down the cost of goods of all of my items. So I don't really sweat it when things get away from me like that. Next up on Grailed, I sold a pair of Speedo swim trunks. They sold for $10, and after the $1.77 in fees, I was left with $8.23. Then Poshmark, I sold this X3 Estimer New York hat for $5. After the $2.95 fee, I was left with $2.05. That was a hat that was my mother-in-law's. When she passed away, all of her clothing, she had 3 different homes. All of her clothing, shoes, and accessories were sent to our rental house, which we had no room for. So, but we did sort through all those things. It took my husband a while to sort through all of his mother's things. Just like if you're familiar with our story, my dad passed about a year ago in June. And I did the same thing with most of his things. But we listed that, so we had 0 cost of goods into it. And it sold for $205. And he was like, that was one of the things he wanted to donate to the Goodwill. And I'm like, this is cute. Someone will buy it. So I'm just trying to save things from the landfill. Then next up was an eBay sale. These H&M floral pants, new with tags. I sent out offers to watchers, and someone purchased them for $8. And after the $1.44 in fees, I was left with $6.56. I am trying to jumpstart my eBay store because I have neglected eBay. I've been just being stubborn and ornery, being a Scorpio, and not really I don't like eBay, so I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to try to build a resale business without it. And now, after a year of reselling full time, I get it. Okay, I need eBay. So I'm going to play eBay's game. So if you are new to my channel, I do have 2 eBay stores because at one point I had one just for items that I was consigning. I don't really consign much anymore. People just give me things. And I'm not doing that if someone asks me, I'm not really advertising that aspect of my business because it does take a lot of time to send out payouts and things like that. And I just would rather just go to the bins and source and make it easier for myself. But the links to both my eBay stores are down below. So feel free to go check them out. I think there is a 25% sale going, and I also have a coupon code. I'll link it in the comments, and it's for 50% off anything. So yeah, you can, and everything's cross-listed on eBay from Poshmark. So if you see something that on Poshmark and you're like, hey, I want this, go to eBay and buy it and use that 50% off coupon code that I have right now. And I will link it in the comments. And if I forget, or I'll link it in the description. If I forget, leave me a reminder in the comments. But I'm going to really try hard to remember. Next on Poshmark are these Nike cropped pants, size large. They were returned, but they did originally sell for $13. And after the $2.95 fee, I made $10, which I ended up not getting. She said that they were not as described, which we have multiple Nike cropped pants in inventory. And not blaming my husband, but sometimes on the spreadsheet, he pulls things. And when I pull, I go through and look through the bag. But I did not do that when I, just to make sure it's the right one. I most of the time I double check, but I'm trying to get away from double checking and just trusting him. So I think this is one that kind of slipped through. It happens. we're trying to work out the kinks of working together and staying married. On Poshmark, we sold this J. Jill multicolored top. It sold for $36, and after the $7.20 in fees, I made $28.20. Speaking of J. Jill, my whatnot auction is mature brands, so I'll have some J. Jill, Talbots, Chicos, all those brands. If you like any of those, I do have the whatnot link below. All the items are starting at $2. Now, it's not everything in my closet. It's older things that I've sold or things I've sourced specifically for whatnot. And I source my whatnot items from the bins. I steam clean them, get them washed up. They're looking brand new. So you can get a good deal on whatnot. So link down below. And if you are new to whatnot and you're like, what is whatnot? It's an online auction site. And yeah, you can bid on things. My auctions start for $2. And I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't get a lot of people in my auctions. I am like not Becky Park. I am not Nicole State. I am not Lori Tata. I love all of those ladies and they are killing it. The Dill Queen, Empty Hanger, they are all killing it on whatnot. They have 50, 60, 70, 100, 300 people in their shows. So their items get bid up a lot quicker than mine. I'm lucky to have like 25 people in my auction. So there's hardly ever any bidding wars. If there's like, I think the highest, I've started things for $2. The highest I've sold an item for is $28, and that was a pair of Lululemon leggings. So, I mean, most things go for under 10. So definitely check it out if you want some deals. I typically run about 50 items every auction, and I would love for you to hang out and we can chat. Next up was a Macari sale, and they were these Hannah Anderson swim trunks. They sold for $9 after the $1.46 in fees. I was left with $7.54, and I had dropped the price on these because I had them forever, and I was just ready to let them go. The same with the next Macari sale, and so I've been trying to generate some business on Macari by sending out promoting, like you get to promote 10 a day. So I've been going on every day and just promoting my 10 oldest listings. So trying to move some older things. But the next thing on Macari was on Macari, and it sold was this Calibrate button down purple men's shirt, and it sold for $9 as well, $1.46 in fees. Excuse me. And $7.54 was my profit. Then I had a Depop sale. These Hush Puppy Mary Janes sold for $24.50, and after the $4.41, I was left with $20.09. And on Depop, I am using a sharing service now called Bump. I don't have any affiliate links. That's my goal in September, is to like work on building that. But it has improved my Depop business 700% this month. So it is worth, giving it a shot. Because I didn't realize like you had to refresh your listings by sharing them kind of the way you do on Poshmark. So I was just like listing and forgetting, and I need to stop talking so much because we're at 23 minutes. So here we go. I'm going to lightning round now. Next, on July 19th was a Tuesday. I had 4 or 5 sales. We'll start off with Macari. It was this Lucky Brand orange tank. It sold for $12, and after the $1.85 in fees, I was left with $10.15, and that had been listed since I believe early spring. Next up was this Torrid Pink cardigan, size 3X. It sold on Poshmark for $17, and after the $3.40 in fees, I was left with $13.60. That sold same day it was listed. Next on Poshmark were these Nike Golf Men's Polo, Polo black size 2XL. It sold for $8, and after the $2.95 in fees, I made $5.05, and that had been listed. I'm not really sure. I do a lot of Nike men's polos, but the 3 previous items were all bins pickups. So if you're not going to the bins, you need to come. Next on Poshmark were these I-State flats. They were a size 7.5. They sold for $20, and after the $4 in fees, I made 16 cents, and I picked those up at a local consignment shop. And then finally on Poshmark was this Banana Republic yellow mini skirt. It sold for $15, and after the $3 in fees, I was left with $12, bringing my Tuesday total to $56.80. Then next on Wednesday, July 20th, I had 2 sales. The first was this new with tag Third Love bra. It was a size 36E. If you find larger or odd size bras, and I don't want to say odd, but like off the beaten path bras, I mean, a 32B or 36C, like everybody and their mother wears that, but not everyone wears like a 36E. I think I found like some crazy, like big size, like 48J or something at the bins, new at tags. And so I'm going to get that listed. My husband does not photograph flat lace as quickly as I would like, but I'm like, I know that's money because larger size bras do well. And especially if they're new at tags, because larger size bras are expensive. This is coming from a person that once had, I'm not small, but I had breast reduction. So I know that how expensive larger size bras can be. But yeah, $14. The fees were $2.95, and then I made $11.05, and I picked that up at the bins, and it weighed nothing. And I actually think I picked up 3 other ones. So now next, my husband got after me about this one, but it was a Cynthia Sepi dress. It sold for $10, but it was new at tags, and the new at tag, it was like $258. So when I looked up comps, I had gotten it to send it into the real, and it just kept getting marked down. Because I do closet clear out every Sunday, and sometimes I remember to bump things back up, but the closet is getting so large and I'm so busy that I did it. So this person got the steal of a lifetime. So they got this dress for $10, and after the $2.95 in fees, I made $7.05. I think I paid $5 for that, so it wasn't the best. I need to be more conscientious, but I'm still happy that it's gone to a new home. Next, on July 21st, Thursday, I had 2 sales as well. The middle of the week is always really light for me. So the first was a Tracy sale. I sold these frame jeans, red size 2. They sold for $54.94. And after the $10.98 in fees, I made $43.95. So Tradesy is one of the 4 platforms that is potentially on the chopping block for me, because I don't do a lot of business over there. But the business that we do over there is good business. So it might be saved, but because I only list things that are going to sell for $50 or more over on Tradesy, and I don't take offers. So that's why I'm like, we'll see. Next, I had a bundle of 2 items on Depop, but we have a problem. So we sold this Champion 2XL purple sweatshirt that I picked up at the bins, and then this Izod pullover sweater that was also a bins pickup. So both of those items bundled were $41.30. Only my husband did not click the shipping, so we had to pay the shipping, and that 2XL reverse weave sweatshirt was heavy. So we ended up paying $15.75 for shipping, And so then we had to pay the $4.13 in fees. So we were left with $21.42. So I just asked him to go back and double check on Depop to make sure that, you know, we're not paying for shipping on items. And then, or maybe that was my fault. Maybe I have it set up that bundles get free shipping. I need to double check. We go back and forth, he and I, all day about things. I'm much better about admitting my mistakes. Those two items are $65.37 for the day. Then our final day in the video is Friday. And we had 4 sales. We first sold, they were all Poshmark. Poshmark is still main bay, but eBay's gonna come up. And Depop is like, hey, I'm here. The first thing to sell was this athletic girls top size 8. It sold for $20, and after the $4 in fees, we made $16. I have 2 other athletic girls tops that I sourced, and if Jackie doesn't want them, I'm gonna list them because some other girl needs them for back to school. And then I'm so frustrated with her. She doesn't want to wear anything. Then next on Poshmark were these Jones New York pants, size 16, which I had tried to sell these in a Depops or in a whatnot sale for $2 and no one took them. So yay me, $21 after the $4.20 in fees. I have, and the $1.72 shipping discount, I made $15.08. Then next were these Free People pants. They sold for $44, and I believe my mother-in-law gave these to me. And after the $8.80 in fees, I made $1.07, and the $1.72 shipping discount, we made $33.48. And then finally, the final sale of the week was this Torrid jacket, size 1X. It sold for $16 after the $3.20 in fees and the $1.72 shipping discount. We made $11.08. Besides the pants, all the other items came from the bins. Now, I want to say a word about Torrid. I love to pick up Torrid at the bins. If it costs me more than $1, it just does not go for a lot of money. And it's an amazing plus size brand, but it just does not go for a lot of money when I resell. At least I haven't found the pieces that do. And I feel like I've had a variety of Torrid pieces. So leave your comments about Torrid in your thoughts about Torrid in the comments, because I would like to hear what other people think about it. I'm not going to not pick it up because I really want to have stylish plus size pieces in my closet. But it's just not, that was a substantial jacket, and yeah, I could have priced it higher, but the comps were not there for me to price it too much higher. So yeah. And I mean, I did offer a 30% discount on Friday, but so there's that. But just in general, the Torrid items they move, but not for as much as I expect them to move. The sun is going away. I'm trying to find places to do my videos where I don't have to set up all my lights. Okay. So the grand finale. So for the week, I made $486.85, which our weekly goal is $750. So we're still 64% below that. Items, we sold 36. Our weekly goal is 50, so we're 72% below that. And our average sale price this week was $13.52. Which we want to shoot for 15, so we are 90% towards that goal. So still not where we want to be, but we're still slowly creeping back up from vacation, and so hopefully things will continue that upward trend. And especially with us summer slowdown wrapping up and us being more consistent, I have started just as of today listing 30 items a day. So I'm going to list 30 items a day for 30 days, and then I'll report back to you guys how that how our sales that impacted our sales. So be looking for that video. If you're still hanging out with me, thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and then until next time, stay safe and bye-bye.